Hello and welcome back to Walford on Tap, the show where we talk about today's EastEnders. This being the 2nd of September 2024, and it's ahead of the court case against Dean versus the Six, and there have been revelations and bombshells and a very interesting defense lawyer. But yeah, this is the Dean court case week. This obviously decides if the Six are in the clear or if some more shit's gonna happen, and it's a soap. It's EastEnders. More shit's probably gonna happen. Let's be fucking honest. But obviously, what we're gonna be talking about today, and obviously this is being recorded after both of us have watched the episode, so we will be talking about we'll be talking about Linda's part in this episode. Linda, who has pretty much had the largest pressure, being the person who killed Keanu, is now integral in their defense of Dean, and is pretty much the only reason Dean is still implicated in this because of the stuff that he did, because of his attack on Linda back in the day. That's the main link. So her defense and her statement is what's really going to put it over the line. But obviously the court didn't exactly go. It wasn't going as favorably as they were expecting. But obviously we'll talk about that mainly in the podcast. But do you just want to run through Linda's part in this episode?
Very quickly, I just want to shout out Bernie. Obviously we'll dive more into our character on the podcast, because I've realised doing Whodunit or not doing Whodunit, Walford on Tap, we sometimes by accident go through the entire plot. On the podcast, we're fiddling with our balls. Like, what do we do? So very quickly, I'm enjoying Bernie's heel character, wrestling term. Basically her.
I mean, she suddenly has this character who is, she believes that Sharon killed Keanu, so she is now she has made it pretty much a, she's terrified of everybody forgetting Keanu. She's terrified of the person going to prison for the crime isn't actually going to be the person who killed him. So
also, the judge, the jury, the guy in the high chair, not the two lawyers.
Yeah.
The guy has the gavel.
The judge.
The judge, yeah. He sounds like Gandalf. Like, he just sounded like Gandalf the White to me.
He does have that old timey fucking very
Shut up. Dean Wicks
pronunciation.
I was just waiting for, you know that famous verse, like, shut him on the stinky, shut him on the poopy. Just fucking, he turns to Dean Wicks, goes, Dean Wicks the stinky. Stop it. Just pulls that out on him. But yeah, Linda's trial is basically, so they set it up. Sharon has basically, the only way I describe this to Ash is she had her succulent Chinese meal happened for her, where basically, what's my crime? Sleeping with a Mitchell? A succulent Mitchell man? Because they were, oh, you've slept with Grant, you slept with Phil, you're a bit of a slut now, aren't you? And basically put her in handcuffs, drag her off, and then obviously
she lashes out. She lashes out at the court, just like, I will not be slut shamed. The judge says, like, oh my word. Fucking hell.
Golly gosh, guys. But yeah, Linda's part is basically, Linda throughout the episode is seen as a nervous wreck, because she is
trying to build her way into it, right? She's trying to keep her shit together ahead of the trial. She knows how responsible she is in this, but also, like an alcoholic, she does not want any of the responsibility and wants it to be done for her.
But yeah, throughout the episode we see her struggling because she's putting on wrong, and in it, guys, I have to say this with a massive pinch of salt. An innocent man in the prison. I understand people are going to go, well, he's not innocent.
Innocent for this crime.
Innocent for this crime, and I mean innocent. I'm putting innocent, but it's like when you find a mouldy sandwich that's been there for 4 years. You just shove it across the floor, like, get it away. Innocent in this crime. She does not want to put him through it. And basically what sets her over the edge is when Sharon obviously gets arrested, she goes, I will not be slut shamed. This is a democracy. at its finest. This is democracy manifest. He basically is in handcuffs walking up the stairs. Well, the guards are like shoving her up the stairs. And Linda basically walks in, she runs in. The six see, well, the four of them see Sharon going up the stairs. And then Linda's like, oh no. She basically crumbles because
She bottles it.
she bottles it, yeah. She crumbles.
Sharon says, look, it's on you now. Don't let them do what happened to me. It's all on you. And she goes, hey, fucking sprints the fuck out. Storms away, leaving Sharon likely to go to prison for a short period of time. And yeah, so what is the result of this? Well, now the six is kind of broken, really. They all had the plan. This is what they've been looking forward to. This is what confirms that we'll all be safe. You know, if Dean goes down, everybody will be fine. But now it pulls it into a big old question. Because, you know, everybody else looks a lot more suspicious than Dean currently. Everybody else is kind of fucking up their part. Stacey did a decent enough job in actually doing it well. Sharon fucking bottled it completely. But, I mean, fair play. The angle that the defense lawyer had was quite good. And that's obviously the only two we'd seen. So, Linda running away. As said before, I've been making the prediction that we know that Chrissy Watts is set to return very soon. I have made the prediction that I pretty much made the prediction that Linda would bottle it, and now Sharon will go to prison for a short period of time, and her cellmate will be Chrissy Watts. And then you will have a woman who did actually kill a man. And then you have Sharon, who obviously didn't, and that being Chrissy, who killed Sharon's dad. That's what I think will happen. I also think that everybody in the six are going to absolutely fucking destroy Linda now. Like, you're on your own, bitch. You fucked up. You've messed everything up for all of us. Putting everybody else back in the crosshair. Back in the firing line, exactly. So, yeah, that's the most interesting bit. What does it mean?
This reminds me of the story you always tell, where like you obviously were spreading these rumours about a girl, and now she confronts you. You're like, God, I've heard some rumours that. Yeah, rumours, yeah. That's what it reminds me of. Linda's just like, I might have done it, but see guys, bloody hell, I left the oven on. I must go now. Just like fucking wee. It would have been. Have you ever seen the IT Crowd?
Yes, I have.
There's a scene in it where the man, like they're talking about the pensions, and the man just opens the window and jumps out of it. Just imagining Linda doing that, just like, see you lads, see you, it's all over now. Wait, what does this mean?
She completely strips out all of her responsibility. Like, Linda, this was done to protect you, and you can't even hold up your end of the bargain. She is a liability.
What does this hold? I feel like the six will have repercussions. I feel like,
I mean,
they'll all throw Linda under the bus, except for Sharon. Sharon won't. Sharon will be the only one who'll defend her to an extent. I
don't know. If she goes to prison, I think shit's all like, you know, going to prison for something you didn't do is a pretty good reason to get fucking revenge.
Bloody hell, would you look at the time, Sharon? Bloody hell, I've got to go. But what does this hold for Linda? This holds absolutely everything. She's ruined a court case. She has fucked it worse than LeBron James has in an NBA basketball game. Don't tell me which one, but we'll just go with that.
Most people think LeBron's the GOAT.
And most people think Linda's the GOAT. And by most, I mean...
nobody thinks that.
Gildy P, I'll have you know, Gildy P thinks that. That's one person. So she's fumbled it hard, and they're going to throw the key away. I feel like they're just going to implicate her, and that's what's going to happen. That's all I can say.
Yeah, so we will obviously see more in the episodes. We made the thing where it's like, all right, if it's released early, we will like cover it. But if it's not released early, we'll say fuck it. But also we're doing it anyways because fuck you. Well. I do think that because it's a big thing where obviously if it's not released early, the episodes are like some shit's going down. And we've not really had it happen so much this year so far. Like even with a Jane return, that was released early as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see because they did say obviously the Matt D'Angelo teased that there was going to be a big return, that people weren't expecting. So I do look forward to seeing what that is, and I do wonder if they are going to release anything not early. It'll be interesting to see when the BBC like do their little schedule for the week.
Yeah, it will be interesting, but I'm sorry for the bit of rambling. We're getting used to this again. We're slowly turning the faucet on because come December, we bloody do it. So
Exactly.
we're slowly turning the faucet on. So we're dribbling at the moment. So just bear with us. We'll get through it. But without further ado, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Any last words?